hurricanes had just impacted, I believe, the Puerto Rico area. And so they'd already impacted Texas, Florida, Texas, and now Puerto Rico. And my wife and I decided that we needed to do something to contribute to help. Well, when I received the call initially that I was going to deploy with the Surge Capacity Force, rather excited. I had never deployed in this type of environment before, under these conditions. So I was excited to go and see what I could do and learn what it was about.
The DHS Surge Capacity Force is an organized, trained, and deployable force of volunteer federal employees from across FEMA, DHS component agencies, and other federal agencies. These volunteers assist FEMA in its delivery of the federal response during the aftermath of a disaster, particularly when FEMA resources are overtapped or spread too thin. DHS established and implemented a surge capacity force for deployment of individuals to respond to natural disasters, acts of terrorism, and other man-made disasters, including catastrophic incidents.
Originally, we went to Alabama for training, and then from there we actually went to Dallas for a short period of time to work at the call center. But at that time, the need wasn't really there. So then they finally brought us downfield, and we were boots on the ground and knocking door to door in Houston.
My deployment conditions in Reno, Nevada were pretty luxurious compared to, I think, what some other people's conditions were.
Our original location was an abandoned, or I shouldn't say abandoned, a vacated Walmart.
I was able to call home multiple times a day. If there were any issues or emergencies that arrived at home, my wife was always able to reach me.
Well, during my deployment, I actually helped set up a call center in an old abandoned warehouse.
I perform the role of disaster survivor assistance. In that role, you walk the immediately impacted areas, knocking on every door, making contact with all the survivors, ensuring that they've enrolled for FEMA benefits and that their immediate needs have been met.
Because it's such an emotional ride that you go through, you develop good relationships with people. You find people that really are like you, and so you can you make relationships.
I'd say the best thing about my deployment was seeing the survivors and hearing their stories, and knowing that even through the worst of conditions, people can survive them. And seeing how neighbors pulled together to help one another under the most dire circumstances, and seeing that there really is a sense of community.
As the primary point of contact between our FLETC volunteers and the departmental program management, FLETC volunteers have a few steps to complete in order to become a volunteer. They must, 1, complete the required online FEMA independent study training courses and submit their certificates to me. 2, discuss availability to deploy with their supervisors and inform me of any changes. 3, ensure their contact information and availability are up to date in FEMA's deployment tracking system. And finally, follow all FEMA and FLETC policies and procedures during the course of their deployment. See? Simple and easy.
Well, here's the thing, unless you try, you're never gonna know what you're really made of. I have to admit, to me, it's an adventure.
I absolutely would recommend that people join the Surge Capacity Force because I think that it's important for us to give back. And you know that you have done something to help that person go toward the next step. And that feels good. It feels good to help other people.
So what else are you waiting for? Go apply, go enroll, go volunteer for Surge Capacity Force today.
Volunteer today and make a difference.
Volunteer today.